Welcome back to the channel, folks. This is Luna here with another King Arthur Legends Rise video. So today I want to go over something, hopefully a quick video for you guys, but just 3 things that I think they need to bring to the game like now. Like we need these things now, or 2 weeks ago. And I'm not, these 3 things is nothing that you guys probably don't already know. But first off, we just need more champions, right? Going through here, we do have, a decent amount of legendaries considering how long the game has been out. But we just really need more. More characters, more dynamics. I do like how they're kind of shifting towards like better favored for teams, for example. So like with Vala, what's the last champion they released? With her like co-op attack to where all other Hound favors can come in and join the attack. And obviously that team has been, excuse me, that team has been real popular with the Hall of Conquerors, especially for Thrym going, for Thrym right now. But there's just not a lot of champions right now. Which, it is kind of nice that it does kind of make it better, having a smaller pool from when you look at getting your champions. But we also have the wish list that can kind of help mitigate that anyways. But not just legendaries. We only have 20 rares in the game. And most of these rares don't really have much utility. Like once you're a couple months into the game, maybe even faster than that, kind of depending on if you're a spender or not, but even free to play, not long into the game, you're not going to have use for most of these rares, especially like Gareth, Nicholas, Kieran, Ralph, Frederick. I've never ever really used Frederick, not even in the favor dungeon. Clementine, I've never really used Clementine. She can be more useful than the other ones. Boars, I've seen him kind of useful just because he does have that counter strike damage increase, so he could have some viability when paired with Ain and some PvE content, but just not at all. Uncommons, not a bad amount of uncommons, I don't think. And there are a couple of use cases, especially free to play Mao. I did use him early game for my favorite dungeon because he can hit pretty hard for uncommon. Obviously, Jarrett has a lot of viability. And Gorgos, I could still use him day in Gorgos, and it doesn't really slow the run too much down. But Born has been some use cases in Hall of Conquerors. Khalik, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but Khalik can be used in some of the forbidden dungeons because of that root binding. It is a very small chance, but it almost seems like there's more use cases for a lot of these uncommons than there are for the rares, which seems kind of odd. Commons, whatever, 7, they don't really have any use case whatsoever. But just starting off the bat, we just need more champions in the game, right? Them doing 2 champions a month, even this time we only got 1 because of they shifted over to getting the relic for Lagerther. But we just need more champions, right? To cover more of the content, and that kind of leads into another one here in a second. But for me, first one, need more champions. 2, come on, give us free gear removal. I was looking at trying to build going between 2 builds between Morgan, and I kind of started off, but then I've just been robbing these other pieces for my other champions. If you do have the equipment on your account to do that, great. But for me, when it really comes down to the belt and the orbs and the banners, I just don't have a good enough gear to be able to have 2 different sets on different champions. And even if I were to move one belt to say from 1 to number 2, it charges me, right? Even if I'm moving it from the same champion. We'll just do this real quick as an example. All right. Cost me 2,000 silver or gold. 2,000 is not a lot, but when you're going through looking at changing some of these other gear, like it gets more expensive if it's already ranked up, depending on the piece of it. I mean, and this can add up really, really quick. So maybe if you're super in game and you have all the equipment on your account, you're able to just go through, have 2 different builds for each champions, that'd be great. But I don't think most of the player base is there. And for me, I started doing that, but I was like, when it comes down to the belt, the orb, and the banner, and you can't go into battle without having those equipped, especially if you're trying to progress in the game, right? So why not give us free gear removal, right? I watched a video a while back from Mike, GOG, where he was kind of swapping his gear around to kind of progress in Hall of Conquerors, and he spent hundreds of thousands of gold, right, just swapping gear around between champions just to try to progress in that. A lot of other games in this genre have free gear removal. The only other one I think that doesn't is Raid, and they're just all around greedy. I don't think they'll ever get to free gear removal. But for this game, come on, free gear removal. Why? Why not, right? And thirdly, I think not only do we need just more content, but for me, more dungeons to kind of get more gear. So even if it's not like a dungeon to get more gear, so if I wanted to come in, for example, there's no way for me to farm a dungeon or any content in the game right now where I can get, this Unity or Focus materials or Focus set stuff, especially when you get up to like 5 or 6 star. Like these pieces, you get some of them as like some rewards from clearing some other content, but there's nowhere I can just farm to get this gear. Or even if they made it where I can farm it just to get, like say these Mythic Hands of Time, somewhere I can farm the game to get the pieces that I need to forge this gear. So either get it where we can get the pieces for the gear, or at least get it where we can get that gear specifically from clearing parts of the dungeons, right? I mean, they already have it where we can get Immortal, Strife, and Corrosion from one of the dungeons, so why not have it for Focus and Unity, right? And at least, you know, I would also love to have a dungeon where they can come in, where we can get stuff for figure sets, because figure sets is very needed. Like, I'm even using them now, several months into it, and about $100 spent on the account. But at least we can go to dungeons and farm the resources to craft this gear. But at least for Vigor specifically, right? Because it is so heavily needed, why is this not in the game, right? There's no reason why it shouldn't be. I mean, I can understand how some of these Focus and Unity sets, they're really not needed until you get more of the end game. But still, why not have a dungeon where I can at least get the resources to then craft that gear? Well, if there's some things that you guys would like to see in the game, right? This is just 3 of the biggest things for me right now. Obviously, I think there's more than that. But overall, I think they've done great with this game. Still having loads of fun playing this game, right? I don't plan to ever stop playing this game anytime soon, as long as they keep bringing updates and bringing new stuff, bringing new champions, hopefully some new dungeons, some more content, right? But please let me know what you guys are wanting out of this game, or some stuff or some feedback that you'd like to have or like to put in the comments. But that's all I got for you this morning. Thanks for stopping by.